Every one of us has our own unique story to tell in terms of how we're coping during this pandemic. And the Royal BC Museum is inviting the public to tell those stories. Veronica Cooper explains.
These photographs have been submitted to the Royal BC Museum for its COVID-19 Collecting for Our Time project.
In April, we understood that we needed to be collecting in real time the experiences of British Columbians during this historic time. We also realized early on that we did not want to approach people for material culture objects when people were under duress. So we made the decision early on to collect experiences, and then with the fullness of time to be able to return to those people who submitted their experiences and have a discussion around what we might be able to collect in the physical sense.
That means the project at this point is digital. No physical items right now, especially not masks or personal protective equipment.
We did not want to be distracting anyone working on the front lines with our requests. The demographics have been interesting. If you take a look at the photos that have been submitted to date or the sketches or the other materials, it really spans the entire demographic range.
The museum is inviting submissions from all over the province.
We're particularly interested in documenting the experiences of marginalized communities. So those would include communities in a geographic sense, especially from northern British Columbia. It would also include Indigenous communities, communities such as the Francophone community, who we have already been working with.
The project will become an exhibit in Century Hall.
This hall is filled with cases of material culture beginning in the 1900s. So we imagined what a case for 2020 as a decade would look like.
So how long will the museum be collecting for this project?
There's no end date that we've set. I would say that we're no longer in phase one, which was that beginning phase when the pandemic first hit. We're in a vaccination phase now, so we're interested in experiences around being vaccinated. This project will continue on as an archive for years to come.
This Week in History, brought to you by the Royal BC Museum, bringing British Columbia's stories together.